guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Been a solid outing for Irving. He has 12 points and 2 rejections. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Irving in at point guard. Terrence Jones out there with Jackson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Thunder.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Deng. Jackson has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Irving passes to Love. There's a good screen. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Greg, we've seen it so often. I mean, when you're talking close games, it typically comes down to free throw shooting, and he was on target from the stripe. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The Heat leading by 10. Irving kicks to Wade. Lays it up and banks it in. Wade's got 6.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Shots good by Lyons.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Move the ball and stick it to mine.
Outside Irving. Wade right side. And it's Miami with another.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Irving attacking. Good on the shot. Irving's got 16 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Irving can't get it to go. Good D from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the pass to Irving. He dishes it to Love. They set the screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
They get it again, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. Comes in for Dwayne Wade. For Cleveland, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Bullock kicks to Fry. From outside, off the mark. The Heat leading by 11. Rondo dishes to Laverne. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Assisted.
Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Bullock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Love. Hits the outside fadeaway.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Rondo sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Heat lead by 14. And as we end the... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on Kyrie Irving from Doris Burke. Doris, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He told me that after taking a look at him, it's thankfully just a sore wrist. If he were to miss some time, it would be a very tough loss for his team down the final stretch of this season. They're hoping that doesn't happen, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Lyles out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Hollis Thompson. Then it's Dang, and it's Watts in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Rondo passes to Jones. Irving drives in. No good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And it's the Heat on the break, and here they go. A shot's good from Aldridge. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game and how it's been going for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Cavaliers. Ken Bazemore comes in for Lyles, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Luol Deng. And Miami with a change here too. Irving's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Thompson. The three-pointer off the mark. The Heat leading by 10. Outside Irving.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Lyles checked in for Cleveland. Here's the screen. Here's Bullock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Free throw good. Bullock.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Reggie Bullock.
And so Bullock nails both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Miami leading by 10. Irving kicks to Jones, and stolen by Love. Here's Bullock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Reggie Bullock.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Bullock nails both of them. He'd have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Bullock passes to Lyles. Kicks to Bullock. Love with the screen on Irving. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. Here's Watts. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Passes it to Bullock. There's the triple, and that one's good.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Irving kicks to Wade. Outside Irving. There's the screen. can't convert after the good screen.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Wade kicks to Irving. Back to Wade. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And 12 points for Dwayne Wade.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said, listen, we've come this far. Now we've got to lay it on the line to get a win. I know we can do it. So show them what you got and let's make it happen. Guys, we'll see if they can do it.
Thanks again, Doris. Pass to Wiles. It's hauled in by the Heat. At one point, they led by 16.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Miami.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shots.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And, Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
You know, it always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as well with some great numbers for Irving. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win.
Good win, good win, good win.
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, his passing, his instincts on offense, those were the keys to the game. He was spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved. Most importantly, he was creating high-quality shots and racking up the assists. Overall, great game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.